Gentlemen, there's a specific kind of hesitation that happens when a man over 50 considers a hat. You look at a structured fedora or a classic flat cap, but as soon as you put it on, you feel like you're playing a character in an old movie. The fear of looking like you are wearing a costume is real, and it's what keeps most men stuck in style neutrality. At Prime Style 50+, we believe a hat isn't an ornament, it's a strategic choice. It is the final element of your silhouette that balances your proportions and provides a definitive frame for your face. Whether it's protecting your skin from the elements or adding a sharp edge to a casual look, a hat signals a man who is intentional about his presence. Today, we are moving past the hesitation. We are breaking down the 5 essential hats every mature gentleman should own. Not to look like a caricature of the past, but to look like a man who understands the power of a finished image. It's time to stop leaving your style to chance and start crowning your authority. Let's head to the top. When we talk about hats, we must start with the sovereign of the headwear world, the Felt Fedora. For the man over 50, the fedora is often viewed with a mix of admiration and terror. You admire the authority it projects on others, but you fear that on you it looks like a costume. Let's eliminate that fear right now. The reason most men fail with a fedora isn't their age. It is a failure of proportion and material. A fedora is essentially an architectural extension of your face. As we cross the 50-year mark, our facial features tend to soften. The jawline loses its edge, and the eyes may lose some of their youthful sharpness. A well-structured fedora restores this lost definition. The pinch at the front of the crown creates a sharp, vertical line that aligns with your nose, while the brim provides a horizontal anchor that balances the width of your shoulders. The golden ratio of the brim. For the mature gentleman, avoid the stingy small brims. They make your head look like an oversized light bulb. Instead, look for a brim width of approximately 2.5 inches, or about 6.5 centimeters. This is the magic number. It is wide enough to protect your silver fox crown from the sun and rain, but not so wide that it looks like you're heading to a cattle ranch. Now, let's talk about stewardship through material. You will see cheap hats made of wool felt. Avoid them. Wool felt is stiff, it doesn't breathe, and the moment it gets wet, it loses its soul. You want fur felt, usually made from rabbit or beaver. Fur felt is the cashmere of hats. It is soft to the touch, resilient against the elements, and most importantly, it has a memory. It shapes itself to your head over time, becoming a part of your personal history. Finally, the art of the tilt. A fedora should never sit flat and level on your head like a lid on a pot. That is how children wear hats. You want a subtle, intentional tilt, either slightly back to reveal your face, or slightly forward and to the side to create that legendary shadow line across your eyes. This shadow isn't just for mystery. It acts as a visual magnet, focusing the observer's attention on your eyes and your words. You aren't just wearing a hat. You are wearing a crown of unshakable authority. If the fedora is the sovereign of the city, then the flat cap is the undisputed king of the countryside and the weekend. For the gentleman over 50, the flat cap is your tactical retreat from the formality of a structured hat without surrendering an inch of your authority. It is the perfect bridge between rugged and refined, providing a low-profile visual magnet that frames your face without shouting for attention. The danger with the flat cap is the pancake effect. If the cap is too wide or too flat, it collapses your silhouette, making your head look disproportionately small and your face appear aged. You want a cap with architectural integrity. Look for a slightly structured crown that holds its shape, creating a gentle slope from the back of your head down to a stiff, well-defined peak. This peak acts as a secondary frame for your eyes, emphasizing your gaze while protecting your silver fox brow from the elements. Material choice is where you separate yourself from the amateurs. At this stage of the game, we don't do synthetic blends. You want the weight and history of Harris Tweed or heavy Merino wool. These materials provide a specific gravity that balances the texture of your silver hair and the crispness of your Oxford shirt. A gray herringbone or a subtle houndstooth pattern isn't just a design choice. It's a textural rhyme that adds depth to your weekend attire. Finally, remember the stewardship of wool. A flat cap is a worker's heritage piece, but that doesn't mean it should look tired. Apply the CPR rule. Clean it with a soft brush, let it breathe on a cedar block, and protect its shape by never stuffing it into a pocket. When you wear a flat cap with intention, you aren't just covering your head, you are signaling a man who respects his roots while mastering his present. It's the crown of the weekend warrior. When the temperature rises, most men over 50 surrender. They trade their structure for sloppy t-shirts and baseball caps, losing their vertical integrity in the heat. But the prime gentleman knows that summer isn't a season to relax your standards. It's an opportunity to master the Panama Hat. This isn't just a sunshade. It is the ultimate sartorial frame for the warmer months, providing a lightweight, breathable crown that signals high social standing. Let's be clear about the material. A true Panama is woven from Toquilla straw in Ecuador, not Panama. In our world of stewardship, we avoid the paper straw hats found in department stores. Paper hats look cheap, they don't breathe, and they collapse under humidity. A genuine Toquilla Panama has a specific gravity that feels almost weightless, yet holds a sharp architectural silhouette that mirrors the discipline of your winter fedora. For the silver fox, the Panama is a strategic masterstroke. The natural cream or ivory tone of the straw creates a subtle, sophisticated harmony with your silver hair. It acts as a visual magnet, drawing light toward your face while the brim casts that essential shadow line to protect your skin and sharpen your gaze. When paired with a light-colored linen blazer or your classic Oxford shirt, sleeves rolled of course, the Panama ensures you remain the most authoritative man in the room, even if that room is a seaside terrace. The secret to longevity is the rule of the brim. Most men instinctively grab their hat by the pinch on the crown. Do not do this. Constant pressure on the straw will eventually cause it to crack, destroying your investment. Apply the CPR discipline. Clean it with a damp cloth, let the fibers condition in natural humidity, and always protect the structure by handling it only by the brim. You aren't just wearing a summer hat, you are wearing a heritage piece that tells the world you've mastered the art of elegance under pressure. Most men over 50 avoid the baseball cap because they fear the midlife crisis look. They've seen too many guys at the stadium in cheap, neon-colored hats with massive logos, and they've decided it's a look for boys, not men. But at Prime Style 50+, we believe the baseball cap is a vital tool for the modern gentleman, provided you understand the difference between a stadium giveaway and a refined essential. The secret to mastering this look is material integrity. For the mature man, a cotton poly blend with a corporate logo is a style disaster. You need fabrics that possess specific gravity, materials like Loro Piana wool, brushed suede, or high-grade cashmere. These fabrics absorb light rather than reflecting it, providing a rich, matte finish that harmonizes with your insignia of experience. Fit is the next pillar of your vertical integrity. Avoid the trucker style with the high foam front crown. It makes your head look disproportionately large. Instead, choose a dad hat silhouette, an unstructured 6-panel cap that follows the natural curve of your head. This lower profile acts as a subtle visual magnet, framing your eyes without adding unnecessary bulk to your silhouette. When it comes to pairing, the refined baseball cap is the ultimate bridge. Wear it with your navy blazer and a crisp Oxford shirt with no tie and the collar open for a weekend look that signals you are relaxed but still in command. Finally, remember the stewardship rule. Even a casual cap requires care. Apply the CPR discipline. Clean the sweatband regularly to prevent staining. Let the natural fibers condition by airing them out, and protect the brim's curve by storing it properly. You aren't just wearing a cap. You're wearing a modern crown that proves style is an evolution, not a destination. Winter is the ultimate test of a gentleman's style. When the temperature drops, most men over 50 retreat into survival mode, donning chunky, neon-colored beanies that make them look more like a lost snowboarder than a man of authority. But the prime gentleman knows that the refined beanie is your winter fortress, a tactical layer that protects your silver fox crown without compromising your vertical integrity. The secret to a mature beanie lies in material integrity. At this level, we leave the acrylic and synthetic blends to the boys. You want the luxury and warmth of 100% cashmere or ultra-fine merino wool. These natural fibers possess a unique specific gravity. They provide intense warmth while remaining thin enough to maintain a sleek architectural silhouette. A cashmere beanie in navy, charcoal, or forest green doesn't just keep you warm, it adds a layer of quiet luxury that harmonizes with your insignia of experience. Fit is where most men fail. For the gentleman over 50, the rule is simple: no pom-poms. We are not playing in the snow, we are navigating the city. You want a watch cap or Dockers style that sits close to the head with a clean, double-rolled cuff. This cuff acts as a secondary frame for your face, emphasizing your jawline and your silver beard. For the ultimate winter system, pair your beanie with a matching cashmere scarf and your navy blazer. This creates a unified vertical column of power that signals you are prepared for the elements without losing your edge. Finally, apply the CPR discipline of stewardship. Wool and cashmere are delicate. Clean them by hand, let them condition by drying flat to maintain their shape, and always protect them from moths during the off-season. Your beanie isn't just a piece of knitwear, it's the final defense of your style. Protect your head, and you protect your presence.